What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and we have another movie review. Today we are going to be finally reviewing Shazam. I guess I didn't turn into him. Sorry, lame joke. But anyway, guys, I got to see it finally. The movie, first off, I'm going to try to limit spoilers here. Uh, if you guys want to go see the movie, by all means, go see the movie. But if you do not want to be spoiled, I do recommend you don't watch this video. I may go into spoilers. I don't want to go into full things of any kind of spoiler alert, so I do apologize in advance. But I'm gonna say this: the movie. Um, First off, let me say I'm not a huge Shazam fan. I was kind of like, okay, this looks really cool, and I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. And the entirety of the film, it kind of went up and down. I did enjoy it. Now, was this my favorite DC film? Mm, I can't say yes and I can't say no, but it is up there. I did enjoy it. This out of all the DC films, this is probably my one of my three top favorite ones because it was funny, it was action packed, it was a lot heartfelt drama because it does go through the origin story of Billy Batson, of him basically how he lost his mother at a young age. He's been looking for her. He's been in and off the street since he was a kid. He doesn't stay in no foster home. He finally does go to the foster home. He meets Freddy, which is a superhero fanatic, and he goes into this real family foster home, and he still feels like he's on his own. And then finally, one day, when he does decide to stick up for one of his family members, he goes onto the train. Of course, you see in the trailer. Then he meets Shazam, the first one, and he tells him, of course, the normal, okay, you speak my name, your pure heart, and he gives him his powers, and he goes through the journey of the entire movie where he's learning about his powers, learning about his abilities, learning about the quality of family, trying to keep the secret, and still trying to find his mom at the same time. And the villain of this, who was played by Mark Strong, who did a great job, if I may say so. Zachary Levi, again, great dude in this film. I think he was perfect for the role. I've never really watched a whole lot of Zachary Levi movies or TV shows, but I think he's done a great job at portraying Shazam. Now, again, I'm not going to try to go into a whole lot of this, but a lot of what they put into the comics was into this movie. Was this better than Batman v Superman? I agree. Was it better than Aquaman? No, but it ranks up there because Aquaman was still a good movie. Same thing with Wonder Woman. I honestly have to say I think Wonder Woman was my favorite out of all the DC movies so far. But Shazam really brought that if you're a kid, if you get these superpowers, what are you going to do? Of course, you're going to go crazy. You're going to want money. You're going to want fame. You're going to want respect. You're going to let it go to your head. And you're going to want, because at the age of 14, all I wanted was girls, money, video games, and fun, and that's still this day. Everybody wants to have fun. Every kid wants to have respect and have a whole bunch of money and everything of that nature. So he really does let it go to his head. But by the end of the movie, he does realize, okay, I can't do this on my own. I don't know what to do. And that's when he finally realizes that this family that he gets brought into is all he has. He does not. He realizes at the very end of the movie. And again, I'm not trying to go into this, but it is setting up possibly for a Shazam 2. Uh, there was a lot of comments that was funny. A lot of it failed. A lot of the comic relief. I was sitting there and I'm going, okay, that's kind of stupid. But then I just was like, okay, that's funny because there's like this one scene where he's fighting the antagonist, and you see this little girl on Santa Claus's lap, and they say, you just see Santa Claus, the one that's portraying Santa Claus in the mall. He just like flats out runs through the mall, screaming, "We're gonna die! We're gonna die!" It's hilarious. But you also get to see other scenes, which personally my favorite scene is where you see Billy. He's like, "What's up? I'm a superhero." And next thing you know, he's like, "Well, what's your name?" He goes, "Sparkly Fingers." He's, "No, that's not my name. That's not my name." And that was funny. There were certain, if you have a certain type of sense of humor, you will like this movie. To me, this was a mix between uh, if you'd like to see Deadpool, if there's any Marvel fans here, if you like Deadpool mixed with, I want to say, Superman, and you combine that, then you pretty much got Shazam, out of my opinion. And I liked it. I like Shazam. Now, would I rate this a 10 out of 10 movie? No, because there was issues. Obviously, if you have any children that's, I want to say, under 6, I would suggest not to go see this movie because there are certain, if I was like 4 or 5 years old, there are certain scenes I was like, oh man, I'd be getting, freaked out because that has to do with the 7 deadly sins going up against Shazam. That goes into one character to fight him because they want the power of the chosen one, the champion, as you would call it. But I thought this was again a good film. I don't think this is probably the best film that DC has come out with, but it is a good film. I think that I'm hoping that Zachary Levi and the rest of the cast do get some kind of nominations because they did do an amazing job with, of course, portraying the characters, bringing them to life, just having a lot of fun because, again, this is the very first movie we've seen in DC of Shazam other than the animated movies. But this was actually a live action film that we finally got to see after so long. So I think, was it a swing and a miss? No. Was it a hit and run? Close to it, yes. Again, there was issues with this movie. There was a few things I was like, nah, that's stupid. Like with the fighting, there was not enough fighting in my opinion. You had your mid-fight scene, then you had your end-fight scene, which was the end-fight scene was amazing. Again, I'm not going to try to go into a huge spoiler alerts, but let's just say a lot of things of other characters that you would not think would be in this film, they are in this film. Also, there was a cameo in this movie as well. It was not shown who till the very end of the movie. Also, will there be another Shazam movie? I think so. I think that give it maybe a few months, there may be another sequel. It does take some time after the movie has been out to declare if there was going to be a sequel or if it failed. Now, I think Shazam will do a great job. And was this personally better than Captain Marvel? I think it was. Honestly, I liked Shazam a little bit better than Captain Marvel since DC is, he was Captain Marvel, which he is in DC, and you have, of course, Captain Marvel in Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we did have some on the side where there was an issue going on with Captain Marvel with Brie Larson as well as Zachary Levi, where he had to state that he did not need help from other people. So obviously, the film I think did well and is doing well within its own, and I firmly believe that there will be another sequel, possibly within the next couple of years or so. So, this is a good film. If you guys like to add it to your DC collection, I will obviously do that. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Did you guys go watch Shazam? If you did, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did it suck? If so, let me know the reasons why. I was just giving you guys my full opinion on this movie because, again, I don't want to go into full aspects of the movie because you get to see a lot of different things. This was an origin of Shazam beginning, how it was for a lot of different superhero movies, and that's how it normally goes in the very first movie, is kind of like an origin story of how the character just kind of crawls, gets up, and runs, and just shoots off to become a hero within his or herself. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Always consider about subscribing. Links down in the description below if you guys want to give me a follow on my social media links, and I'll be seeing you guys on the very next video. Take care.